Hey, I'm Zeus, and in this video, we're trading up for one of every gold in Counter-Strike. There are 20 different collections of extremely rare special items in CS2, and no matter how dumb or stupid or ridiculously overpriced it is, we are going to be trading up for one of each of them. This means we have a serious chance of getting some of the best stuff in CS2, and also a serious chance of getting some horrific stuff. So, how's this going to play out? Well, let's get into things. Now, this video is sponsored by Skinsmonkey, the trading site where you can quickly and easily trade your skins. Just log in, add your trade link, and you are good to go. All you have to do is select the items you want and hit the trade button. There's over 150,000 items to choose from, and if you use my code Zeus, you can get up to $5 off your first trade. And even if you're not interested in trading, the site holds free, daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways that you can enter completely for free. It's a great site, check it out, link is in the description. Okay, so we have 20 trade ups to do, and we're going to be doing them from least expensive to most expensive. We need to get started. Right, so our first trade up, the cheapest trade up in Counter-Strike in Dufra Gold, is actually a CS20 trade up for a classic knife. So I have a bunch of FAMAS commemorations here. Not a bad skin either, but it's just not that expensive. And if we put 5 of them in a trade up, we are guaranteed to get a classic knife. So it costs 200 to do. The return is negative 22%, which is not great, although it will definitely get worse. And there's really only one thing we want to get, which is the classic knife fade. Or is it getting that 1 in 13? Let's see how this goes for us in 3, 2, 1. And that's our first painful loss of the stream. That's bad. That's this down here, the literal worst thing. We can get a 60% loss. Right, so this is for the clutch case gloves. Now, some of the most open cases ever, that's why they're quite affordable, and its profitability isn't great, 72.6%. There's a few profitable gloves, but the main ones we're after is the vice gloves. That's what this trade up is famous for. Let's give this a go in 3, 2, 1. That is not what I was after. That is, wow, negative 60%. Hey, better than some skins I've been getting. Right, so chat, this one is for the shattered web knives. I'm using fracture case skins for the trade up. They're much cheaper, but the knives were originally from the shattered web case. So this trade up costs 232 and its ROI is 72%. In terms of skins, it's probably most famous for the skeleton fade, and there is a lot of really bad stuff. The odds are not great for us here. Wishing me luck? Well, I'm definitely gonna need it. Okay, being down, so that's a tip. That could be a skeleton tip. I don't think it's a fade, but it could be a skeleton tip. Let's find out. No! That's this thing down here. Only 18% loss. Best trade up. We can move on to the next one. And the next one is the broken fang gloves. Now, admittedly, this is for the field tested version. The minimal wear version is much more expensive, but you've got to pick one. And the ROI on this one's not very good. It's 71%, so even worse than the last trade up. Obviously, looking at the outcomes, we want this skin to come out black. There are a lot of bad skins we could get as well. This will probably not go our way. Let's see. Look for Nox or Slingshots. Nox or Slingshots. Okay, black. Well, I don't think that's very good. I don't think that's very good. Wow, that is bad. Okay, so the next trade up is almost certainly the second worst in this entire video. It is the Falchion knife trade up. Now, this is what the trade up looks like. As you can see, it's only slightly less profitable than some of the other ones. It is worse, but only slightly worse. Basically, if we get a fade or a slaughter, we can eke out a mildly respectable profit and not feel too bad about ourselves. Hey honey, do you want to press the button for me?
See, my braless wife is gonna do the trade up for me.
Yep.
Aren't we gonna hide it?
Nah, not this one. Not worth hiding.
Wait, I wanna hide it.
Okay, I'll let you hide it.
Yippee! You get, how do you say?
Oh, edged. It's edged.
Edged. You get edged.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it?
That is not looking good. That's looking... Yeah, just close it.
Oh dear.
I still love you, but this is your last chance, so just warning you.
Damn!
Should I forgive her, chat? Should I forgive her?
1 like equals 1 forgiveness.
5,000 likes to save our marriage. 5,000 likes to save our marriage. The next trade up we're going to be doing is for the huntsman knife. So these were actually the first new knives to be added to Counter-Strike as part of the huntsman case, very inventive name there, and the trade up could be a lot worse. The profitability is 77%, and there are 3 good knives we could potentially get. The case hardened even has a special rare pattern. We could get it, it's possible, we can't rule it out. 5 skins, you gonna press the button again, honey?
Wait, aren't we covering it up?
Well, you can cover it up if you really want to. Chan hates covers up, but
Don't care.
but the
Didn't ask.
woman's
ratio.
woman's the boss, guys. You got to listen to her.
Yup.
Bring it down, honey. Bring it down.
Let's see. Oh.
Not that.
Oh.
That's a crimson web.
Oh, Lord.
Only 27% loss. That's been good by our standards. Okay, so that brings us to the next trade up. This one is for the Horizon case knives. This one is much better. So this one is an 88% ROI. Not positive, but much better. It's also got quite a few good things we could get, particularly talons and stilettos. Okay, guys, we're after what? We're after Talon Fade. 3, 2, 1. And let's see, Talon Boreal. Hold on, this one. First profit of the stream, guys. Okay, so next trade up. This one here is for the kukri knife. So the kukri knife was the first new knife added to CS2 as part of the kukri case, and this trade up sucks. 0% chance for profit. There is nothing profitable in this trade up. Even a fade will not break even for us. That's how bad it is, but we have to do it for the video. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Slaughter. That's actually not bad. I mean, that's second least bad, only a 34% loss. Wow. Right, so our next trade up is for the Fever Knife. So unlike the previous trade up, this one's profitability is way better, and there is some absolutely nuts stuff we can get from here. Now, the key to profit is generally either getting a Doppler or a skeleton. That's what we're after. So if I get lucky with this, I might end up with something really crazy. Anyway, this is one of the most popular trade-ups you can do in Counter-Strike. The skins are easy to get, the knives are quite cool. So we're heading into the skeleton range here. Is that? Oh, chat, that's a Doppler. Someone's saying Nomad Phase 3. What is that crease? That does not look like a skeleton. People saying Nomad? Okay, okay. Not quite a Sapphire, survival Doppler. Could have been worse, could have been much worse. The next trade up is gonna be fucking weird, guys. We're doing a wildfire trade up for the Bowie knife. So these skins are from the wildfire case, part of Operation Wildfire. You're not normally meant to do this trade up. There are a couple of skins we could profit on though. We could get a Bowie Fade, we could get a Bowie Slaughter. 3, 2, 1. Not to be, very much not to be. That is rough. Right, so, we're doing the Prisma case. This is another classic case to do trade-ups with. It's got some actual legit good stuff. The ROI on this one is solid, 92%, and there is quite a bit of good stuff we can get. Mostly stilettos and talons. We really want Dopplers as well. We're not covering. 3, 2, 1. That is not quite a Talon Black Pearl. 80% loss. That is my worst loss of the entire stream. Right, okay, so the next trade up is probably the dumbest thing I've ever done the entire time I've been doing YouTube. It is a Shadowcase trade up for Shadow Daggers. So these are the infamous Shadow Daggers from the Shadowcase, and this trade up is not very good. It's expensive. The ROI is 26%, and even the best thing you can get, the Shadow Daggers Fade, is still pretty bad. So this is probably the only time you'll ever see someone doing a trade up like this. Okay, I'm not even gonna cover this up. 3, 2, 1. And we got Slaughter, which in normal circumstances will be a good skin. That's the second least bad one. We only lost 60%. Now it gets significantly better because we are moving on to a much more popular trade up. This is the Dreams and Nightmares trade up. It's not as good as you'd think. The ROI is only 83%, but it does have some amazing knives we can get, and all of them are butterflies. So basically, if you get a butterfly, you get an emerald, or you get fucked. Natural cover up, okay. 80% chance you get smashed. One or the other, there is no middle ground. And that's a Bowie knife. So we are in the ouchies, our asshole hurts category at the moment. That is Bowie lore. 71% loss. We're getting to the important trade-ups now. We've one or two good trade-ups, we can turn this all around. Right, so that brings us on to the OG trade-up. Now, OG trade-up means the original knives, and there are some very cool knives we can get. Most famously, there's the $1 million 387 Crambit case hardened. Odds of getting that are like 1 in 100 billion.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
But in terms of much more plausible stuff, we're looking at a bunch of different Karambits and M9s, particularly the Fades. The Fades are generally considered the best. The ROI on this is 87%, so it's not terrible, not as good as they get, but not terrible. Conrad did nothing wrong. Let's see if Conrad saw my factory new 387 coming, or his foresight, but could he see it? Crambit Fade, 100%, you're calling it? Okay, well, we're coming down. Okay, that tip. Is that an M9? Or is that an ordinary Bayo? I think it's an ordinary Bayo. Fuck. No! Okay. M9, this one down here. By our standards, that is not a bad loss at this point. Right, so next up we have the Spectrum. This is a classic from early CSGO. It's about 10 years old now, but it's got some really good knives, specifically butterflies. That's really all you want to get from here. The ROI is 86%, so could be much worse, could be better, but could be much worse. So we basically just got to say our prayers and hope that we get a butterfly. So let's bring it. Okay, we're heading into the butterfly zone. We need to see a tip. That's in the butterfly range, I think. Is it? Or is that tip the wrong shape? I'm not sure if that's a butterfly or a falchion. What is the finish? Uh-oh. We got smashed! Wow! Right, so that brings us up to the Gamma trade up. So this is another very classic set of knives from a long time ago now. The profitability is not great. It's only 81%. I'm surprised it's so bad, but there are some very good knives we could get. Obviously, mostly Karambits and M9s, preferably with Gamma finishes. That's where the real juice is. So let's hit this one up and hold our breath while we bring it down. I think that's an M9 tip. That looks, it's M9 range. It's M9 or Bayonet. It's got to be one of the two. Is that an M9 Law? No.
Look at this stupid piece of
Wow, that's bad. That is this one down here. Negative 85%. So this brings us to my favorite trade up in pretty much all the Counter-Strike, the Chroma trade up. Now, this trade up, again, could produce some amazing skins, lots of very nice Dopplers, and the odds are skewed in favor of Dopplers. But again, we need an M9 or we need a Karambit. Otherwise, we are in serious trouble. It's got to be one of those two. Let's see what we can do. Okay, well, we won't bother counting down. Right, but now we bring in the pull down. I think that's a Bayonet Rust Coat. I think we've instantly, I'm certain it's Bayonet Rust Coat. Watch this chat. Bayonet Rust Coat. 76% loss. Okay, so next up we have the Dead Hand trade ups. Now, this one isn't actually as expensive as I'm making it look. I've gone for minimal wear skins because that's what I had at my disposal when setting up this particular set of trade ups. You know, this is the newest set of goals added to Counter-Strike. There's some interesting stuff in here. There's some bad stuff, but we can get some very interesting gloves. And if I could get a set of those right now, that would really save my ass quite a bit. You know what? I'm not going to cover this one up. 3, 2, 1. Big swell. We've had worse. We've had much worse. 20% loss. Not too bad by our standards, right, chat? Not too bad by our standards. Right, and that brings us to the final trade up on this account. Second to last trade up. This is the Butterfly trade up from the Breakout case. A very expensive set of knives, and there are basically 3 that we're after, and the rest of them are all doo-doo. Potentially only 50% max loss though, so it can only go so badly. We are after the fade though. I've never gotten a Butterfly fade from anything before. 3 in 13 chance of this going well, and we're gonna hit this button. Again, very famous, popular. The case this stuff's from is very expensive. That's why the trade-up's quite expensive. We know it's going to be a butterfly. Butterfly's down here. What color is that tip? I can't tell. Zooming in. Oh, that's not a good color. That is this one down here. Negative 50%. But there is one more trade-up. And a good hit here would almost certainly turn everything around. And I've never done one of these before. This will be the first time I've ever done one of these trade-ups. This is a glove case trade-up. And the most expensive gold trade-up in Counter-Strike looked $2,000. Profitability is not bad. Profit chance isn't bad either, but to get a profit, we need to land one of these gloves. Now, ideally, we want the hedge mazes. If we get the hedge mazes, we should make back pretty much all that we've lost. Pendra's box, that'd be good as well. Otherwise, well, the thing is, you could also get an 82% loss. This is one of the better ones, but it's expensive, and this could save our ass or ruin it. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I am not going to cover this one up either. This is the most expensive gold trade up in all the Counter-Strike, counting down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on! Oh, we got to win right at the end. We got to win right at the end. And if I'm not mistaken, this is number 3. Number 3, so that's going to not exactly bail us out, but please tell me I got the vote right. I did. Okay, awesome. We actually hit something good. Oh, hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Massively appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm wheyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.